line, which were bent on signalizing with unusual reply. Here's the law to Frederick's out of his intentions. Pull a pirate ship, build the pirate class, and to make us voluntary, let the pirate bound the pass.
From today, you rank as a full-blown member of our band!
My friends, I thank you all for your kindly wishes. Would that I could repay them as they deserve. Today...
What do you mean?
Today, I am out of my indentures. And today, I leave you forever.
But this is quite unaccountable. A keener hand at scuttling a canard or cutting out a white star never shipped a hand slightly.
It is true, I have done my best for you. And why? It was my sense of duty under my indentures. And I am the slave of duty. As a child, I was regularly apprenticed to your band. It was through an error. No matter, the mistake was ours, not yours. And I was in honor bound by it.
An error? What error?
I mustn't tell you. It would reflect upon my well-loved Ruth.
Nay, dear master, my mind has long since been gnawed by the capering truth of mystery. Better have it out at once. When Frederic was a little lad, he proved so brave and daring. His father thought he'd prentice him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and mind this promising boy, apprentice to a pilot. A life not bad for a hearty lad, though surely not a high lot. Though I'm a nurse, you might do worse than make your boy a pilot. I was a stupid nursery maid on breakers, always steering, and I did not catch the word aright through being hard of hearing, mistaking my instructions, which within my brain did gyrate. I took and bound this promising boy, apprentice to a pirate. A sad mistake it was to make and doom him to a pilot. I bound him to a pirate, you, instead of to a pilot. I soon found out beyond all doubt the scope of this disaster, but I had the face to return to my place and break it to my master. A nursery maid is not afraid of what you people call work, so I made up my mind to go as a kind of piratical maid of all work. And that is how you'll find me now, a member of your shy lot, which you wouldn't have found had he been bound, apprentice to a pilot. Oh, pardon, Frederic, pardon.
Right, sweet one, I have long pardoned you.
But the two words were so much alike.
They were, and they still are, though years have rolled over their heads. Individually, I love you all with affection unspeakable. But collectively, I look upon you with a disgust that amounts to absolute detestation. Oh, pity me, my beloved friends, for such is my sense of duty, that once out of my indentures, I shall feel myself bound to devote myself heart and soul to your extermination.
Poor lad! Poor lad! Well, Frederic, if you conscientiously feel it is your duty to destroy us, we cannot blame you for acting on that conviction. Always act in accordance with the dictates of your conscience, my boy, and chance the consequences.
Besides, we can offer you but little temptation to remain with us. We don't seem to make piracy pay. I'm sure I don't know why, but we don't.
I know why, but alas, I mustn't tell you. It wouldn't be right.
Why not, my boy? It's only 11:30, and you're one of us until the clock strikes 12.
True, and until then you are bound to protect our interests.
Hear, hear!
Well then, it is my duty as a pirate to tell you that you are too tender-hearted. For instance, you make a point of never attacking a weaker party than yourselves, and then when you attack a stronger party, you invariably get thrashed.
There is some truth in that.
Then, again, you make a point of never attacking an orphan.
Of course. We are all orphans ourselves, and we know what this is!
Yes, but it is got about, and what is the consequence? Everyone we capture says he's an orphan. The last 3 ships we took proved to be manned entirely by orphans. One would think Great Britain's mercantile navy was recruited solely from her orphan asylums. Which we know is not the case.
But hang it all, you wouldn't have us absolutely merciless.
Well, see, there's my difficulty. Until 12 o'clock, I would. After 12, I wouldn't. Oh, has ever a man been placed in such a delicate situation?
And Ruth, your own Ruth, whom you love so well, who's won her middle-aged way into your boyish heart, what is to become of her?
Oh, he will take you with him.
Ruth, it is true that I admire you very much, but I feel some little difficulty about you. I have been constantly at sea since I was 8 years old, and yours is the only woman's face I have seen during that time. I think it is a sweet face.
It is. Oh, it is.
I say I think it is. That is my impression. But as I have never had the opportunity of comparing yours to another woman's, it is just possible I may be mistaken. Oh, how tragic it would be if I were to marry this innocent person and find out that she is, on the whole, plain.
Oh, Ruth! Ruth is very well. Very well indeed.
Yes, there are the remains of a fine woman about to.
You really think so?
I do.
Well then, in justice to her, and in consideration for you, I shall leave her behind.
Oh, no, Frederic, it cannot be. We are rough men, who lead a rough life. But we are not so utterly heartless as to deprive thee of thy love. No, I think I'm right in saying that there is not one here who would rob thee of this inestimable treasure for all the world holds dear.
Not one!
No, I thought there wasn't. Keep thy love, Frederic. Keep thy love.
You're very good, I'm sure.
Well, it's the top of the tide and we must be off. Farewell, Frederic. When your process of extermination begins, let our deaths be as swift and painless as you can conveniently make them.
By the love I have for you, I swear it. Would that you could render this extermination unnecessary by accompanying me back to civilization.
Oh, no, Frederic, it cannot be. I don't think much of our profession, but contrasted with respectability, it is comparatively honest. No, Frederic, I shall live and die a pirate king. Brave black flag pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you. It's all well to do, but I'll be true to the song I sing, and live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king.
It is hurrah for a pirate king, hurrah for a pirate king.
When I sally forth to seek my prey, I help myself in a royal way. I sink a few more ships, it's true, than a well-bred monarch ought to do. But when you keep on a first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than e'er I do. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king.
It is hurrah for a pirate king, hurrah for a pirate king.
Oh, take me with you. I cannot live if I am left behind.
Ruth, I will be quite candid with you. It is true that I admire you very much, but I must be circumspect. You see, you are considerably older than I. A lad of 21 usually looks for a wife of 17.
A wife of 17, you will find me the wife of 1,000.
No, I shall find you a wife of 47, and that is quite enough. Ruth, tell me candidly and without reserve, compared with other women, how are you?
I will answer you truthfully, Master. I have a slight cold, but otherwise I'm quite well.
I am sorry for your cold, but I was referring rather to your personal appearance. Compared with other women, are you beautiful?
I have been told so, dear Master.
Ah, but lately.
Oh, no. Years and years ago.
What do you think of yourself?
It is a delicate question to answer, but I think I'm a fine woman.
And that is your candid opinion?
Yes, I should be deceiving you if I told you otherwise.
Thank you, Ruth, for I am sure you would not crack eyes on my inexperience. I wish to do the right thing. And if, I say if, you really are a fine woman, then your age shall be of no obstacle to our union. Hark! Surely I hear voices. Who has ventured to approach our all but inaccessible lair? Could it be Zeta Tau Alpha? It does not sound like Zeta.
Confusion! It is the voices of young girls. If he should see them, then I am lost.
By all that's marvelous, a bevy of beautiful maidens.
Lost! Lost! Lost!
How lovely, how surpassingly lovely is the plainest of them. What grace, what delicacy, what refinement. And Ruth. Ruth told me she was beautiful. Oh, false one, you have deceived me.
I have deceived you.
Yes, deceived me. You told me you were fair as gold.
And master, am I not so?
But now I see you're plain and cold.
I'm sure I'm not a judge so.
Upon my innocence you play.
I'm not the one to plot so.
Your face is light, your hair is gray.
It gradually got so.
Faithless woman to deceive me, I who trusted so.
Master, master, do not leave me. Hear me ere you go.
Faithless woman,
Master, master,
faithless woman,
master, master, do
faithless
not leave me. Do
woman,
not leave me.
faithless woman,
My love without reflecting, oh, do not be rejecting. Take a maiden tender, her affection raw and green. At very highest rating has been accumulating summer 17, summer 17. Does your fallen master save you from disaster? What would be a downward it is clear. My Lord of
as you are stating,
has been
accumulating
47 years.
47 years.
47
Faithless
years.
woman to deceive me, I who trusted so. Faithless woman to deceive me, I who What shall I do before these gentle maidens? I dare not show in this alarming costume. No, no, I must remain in close concealment until I can appear in decent clothing.
I
But alarming costume. But under these peculiar circumstances, it is my bounden duty to inform you that your proceedings will not be unwitnessed.
But who are you, sir? Speak.
I am a pirate.
A pirate?
Ladies, do not shun me. This evening I renounce my vile profession, and to that end, O pure and peerless maidens, O blushing buds of ever-blooming beauty, I soar at heart, implore your kind assistance.
How pitiful his tale, how rare his beauty. How pitiful his tale, how rare
one.
No, no, not one.
Not one.
No, no, is one. 'Tis me, yes, 'tis me. Belle. Your sister's death to pit his name for shame. It's true that he has gone astray.
senses. Men who stick at no offences will anon be here. Piracy, their dreadful trade is. Pray you get you hence, young ladies, while the coast is clear.
No, we must not lose our senses. If we stick at no offences, we should not be here. Piracy, the dreadful trade is. Nice repentance for your ladies. Let us be soft. Too late, too late.
It's a first-rate opportunity to be married with impunity. It goes through publicity or unbounded domesticity. Quickly be personified, conjugally matrimonified by a doctor of dignity who is located in this vicinity.
We have missed our opportunity of escaping with impunity. So we're bound in the felicity of our maiden domesticity. We shall quickly be personified, conjugally matrimonified by a doctor of divinity who is located in this vicinity.
By a doctor of divinity who resides in this vicinity. By a doctor of divinity.
Oh, monsters! There your pirate caravansary proceed against our will to menace all. Just bear in mind that we are wards in chancery, and father's a major general.
We'd better pause, or danger may befall. Their father is a major general.
Yes, yes, he is a major general.
Yes, I am a major general.
For he is a major general.
Is a rough major general.
And it is a glorious thing to be a major general.
It is hurrah for the major general, hurrah for the major general.
I am the very modern major general. I'm information vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quite the bunch historical from Manifold to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with that is mathematical. I understand equation for the simple and quadratical, and that my name is theorem. I'm teeming with a lot of news. Lots of news. Got it! With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
Many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
I am very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and calculus. And trigonometric vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general. I am a mythic history linking opposites and candidates. I answer hard acrostics and a pretty taste of paradox. I'm breaking any drawings of the crime feeding animals. In comments like in peculiarities, perennials. I can tear down properties and tear down companies. I know the trendy corners from the fronts of any companies that I can have a view of which I found the music's dinner for. Dinner for. Dinner for, what is it? Happy thought! And whistle of the ass and have fun lots of dinner for.
Whistle of the ass and have fun lots of dinner for. Whistle of the ass and have fun lots of dinner for. Whistle of the ass and have fun lots of dinner for.
Then I can write to washing, building, Babylonic uniform, and tell you every detail of Quadratic Business uniform, and show that that is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
Show that that is vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
That way. In fact, when I know what is meant by Babylon and Ravelin, when I can tell at sight a Mauser rifle from a javelin. When such affairs are sorties and surprises I'm more wary at, and when I know precisely what is meant by a commissariat, when I have learnt what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, in short, when I've a smattering of elemental strategy.
Strategy. Got it! You'll say it, but a major general has never strategy! My military knowledge of plugging and adventuring has only been brought down to the beginning of the century. But still, that is major general animal and mineral. I am the man and model of the former major general. When such affairs are sorties and surprises I'm already at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I have learnt what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, in short, when I'm a smattering of elemental strategy. You'll say that a major general has never strategy. Has only been down to the beginning of the century, but still
explain in 2 words. We propose to marry your daughters.
Dear me.
Against our wills, Papa! Against our wills!
Oh, but you mustn't do that. May I ask, this is a picturesque uniform, but I'm not familiar with it. What are you?
We are all single gentlemen.
Oh, yes, I gathered that. Anything else?
No, nothing else.
Papa, don't believe them. They're pirates. The famous Pirates of Penzance.
The Pirates of Penzance? I have often heard of them.
All except this gentleman, who was a pirate once, but who is out of his indentures today, and who means to lead a blameless life. Evermore.
But wait a bit. I object to pirates as sons-in-law.
And we object to major generals as fathers-in-law. But we waive that point. We do not press it. We look over it.
An idea? And do you mean to say that you would deliberately rob me of these, the sole remaining props of my old age, and leave me to live the rest of my life unfriended, unprotected, and alone?
Well, yes, that's the idea.
Tell me, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Oh, dash it all! Here we go again.
Well, I ask you, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Orphan.
Yes, orphan. Have you ever known what it is to be one?
I say, orphan.
Orphan, orphan, orphan!
You know, I don't think we quite understand one another. I ask you, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan? And you say, orphan. As I understand it, you are simply repeating the word orphan to show that you understand me.
I didn't repeat the word orphan.
Oh, pardon me, you did indeed.
I only repeated it once.
Ah, true, but you repeated it.
But not often.
Stop! I think I can see where we are getting confused. When you say orphan, do you mean orphan, a person who has lost their parents? Or do you mean often, frequently?
Oh! I beg pardon! I see what you mean! Frequently.
Ah, you said often, frequently.
No, only once.
Exactly, you said often, frequently. Only once. Oh, man of dark and dismal fate, whom you see are all that I can call my own.
Poor fellow.
Take them away from me, and I shall be indeed alone.
Poor fellow.
If pity you can feel, leave me my soulry. Meaning joy. See, at your feet they kneel. Your heart you cannot steal. Against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy.
Poor fellow. See at our feet they kneel. Our hearts we cannot steal. Against the sad, sad tale of the lonely. The orphan boy, see at our feet they kneel. Our hearts we cannot steal. Against the tale of the lonely.
I'm telling a terrible story, but it doesn't diminish my glory, for they would have taken my daughters over the billowy waters. If I had it in elegant diction, indulged in an innocent fiction, which is not of the same category as telling a regular terrible story.
If he's telling a terrible story, he shall die by the death of his glory. As one of the foolish songs that ever the murder's daughters. It is easy in elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes to the same category as telling a regular terrible story.
It's easy in elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes to the same category as telling a regular story.
All aboard our Corinne sometimes involves the crime of stealing. We rather think that we're not altogether void of feeling. Although we live by strife, we're always sorry to begin it. For what we ask is life without a touch of poetry in it.
Happy day with joyous play,
unbounded domesticity, when you hear of the felicity of unbounded domesticity, the doctor of divinity, the doctor of divinity,
I will try, dear Mabel. But why does he sit here night after night in this drafty old ruin?
Why do I sit here? To escape the pirate's clutches, I describe myself as an orphan. And heaven help me, I am no orphan. I I came here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to implore their pardon for having brought dishonor on the family escutcheon.
But you forget, sir. You only bought the property a year ago. The stucco on your baronial castle is scarcely dry.
Frederic, there are spirits here. You cannot deny that. With the estate, I purchased the chapel and its contents. I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I do know whose ancestors they are, and I shudder to think that their descendant by purchase, if I may so describe myself, should have brought dishonor upon what I have no doubt was an unstained escutcheon.
Be comforted. Had you not acted as you did, these reckless men would assuredly have called in the nearest clergyman and have married your large family on the spot.
I thank you for your proffered solace, but it is indeed unavailing. I assure you, Frederic, such is the anguish and remorse I feel at the abominable falsehood by which I escaped those easily deluded pirates, that I was ready to go to their simple-minded chief this very night and confess all. Did I not realize the consequences would be most disastrous toward myself? At what time does your expedition march against those scoundrels?
At 11. And by midnight, I hope to have atoned for my involuntary association with the pestilent scourges by sweeping them from the face of the earth. And then, dear Mabel, you shall be mine.
Are your devoted followers at hand?
They are. They only await my orders.
Then, Frederic, let your escort lie unhearted, be summoned to receive a general's blessing, ere they depart upon that dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come.
Uncomfortable fear, and we find the wisest thing is to slap our chest and sing ta-da-ta-da. For when breaking rhythm is, and your eyes in your boots, there is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound. Still to us it's evident, these intentions are well meant.
Go and do your best and cover, and before all things we suffer, we shall say farewell forever. Go to glory and the brave. Go to glory and the brave. Though your foes abuse and ruthless, false and merciful, and treacherous, young and tender, old and sweet this fall, may their mercy crave.
hints a lack to our chance of coming back. Still, perhaps it would be wise not to cop criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are a meant. Yes, it's very evident these attentions are a meant. Evident, yes, we're meant. Evident, ah, yes, well meant. When the curtain bells are still, ta-ra-ta-ra-ta-ra-ta-ra.
Young Frederic, who calls your late commander,
and I, your little Ruth.
Oh, man intruders, how dare ye face me? Know ye not, O rash ones, that I have doomed you to extermination?
Have mercy on us. Hear us say you slaughtered.
I do not think I ought to listen to you, yet mercy should alloy our stern resentment. And so I will be merciful. Say on.
When you had left our pirate fort, we tried to raise our spirits faint, according to our custom mold, with quips and quibbles quaint. But all in vain the quips we heard. We lay and sobbed upon the rocks, until to somebody occurred a startling paradox.
A paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. With quips and quibbles heard in flocks, but none to meet this paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. Ha 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 ha, this paradox.
We knew your taste for curious quips, for pranks and contradictions queer, and with the laughter on our lips we wished you there to hear. We said if we could tell it him, how Frederic would the joke enjoy. And so we've risked both life and limb to tell it to our boy. That paradox, that most ingenious paradox, with quips and quibbles heard in flocks, but none to meet this paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. Ha 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 ha, this paradox.
simple arithmetical process, you'll easily discover that though you've lived 21 years, and yet, if we go by birthdays, you're only 5 and a little bit old.
Dear me, let's see. Yes, with yours my figures do agree. How quaint the ways of paradox. At common sense she gaily mocks. Though counting in the usual way, years 21 I've been alive. Yet reckoning by my natal day, yet reckoning by my natal day, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am a little boy of 5.
He is a little boy of 5. A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This paradox, a curious paradox, almost ingenious paradox.
Most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4. No one would think it to look at me.
You are glad, I'll be bound, that you spared us. You never would have forgiven yourself when you discovered you had killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades?
I'm afraid you don't appreciate the delicacy of your position. You were apprenticed to us.
Until my 21st year.
Until you reached your 21st birthday. And going by birthdays, you're only 5 1/4.
You don't mean you're going to hold me to that?
Oh, no. We merely remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty.
Don't put it on that footing. As I was merciful to you just now, be merciful to me. I implore you not to insist upon the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing. We content ourselves with pointing out to you your duty.
Your duty!
Well, you have appealed to my sense of duty. And my duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous calling, and I shudder to think that I've ever been mixed up in any of it. But duty is before all, and above all else, I must do my duty.
Bravely spoken. Come, you're one of us once more.
Lead on. I follow. Oh, Cora.
What's the matter?
Ought I to tell you? No, I mustn't. And yet, as one of your band...
Speak out. I charge you by that sense of conscientiousness to we've never yet appealed in vain.
General Stanley, the father of my Mabel.
Yes.
He escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did.
It breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl I adore. But as your apprentice, it seems I have no alternative. It is my duty to inform you that General Stanley is no orphan.
What?
More than that, he never was one.
Am I to understand that in order to save his contemptible life, he dared to practice an incredulous simplicity? Our revenge will be swift and terrible. We will go and collect our band and attack Torn Castle this very night.
But stay!
Not a word. he's doomed.
Away, away, my heart's on fire. I've learned this base deception to repay. This very night, my vengeance dire shall plot itself and roar away, away.
Away, away, ere I expire, I find my duty hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dire, it strikes me to the core, away, away.
False and foul, we choose us our rights. Let vengeance howl, the pirate so decides. Our nature stern he softened with his lies, and in return tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Tonight he dies.
It's early tomorrow.
His goals are wise,
They will wither with sorrow.
But once once more,
In the natures they cherish.
and all of what?
to him shall perish.
Tonight he dies, it's so early tomorrow. His girls likewise they will melt in the sorrow. The ones so smart in their natures they cherish, and all who plot to abuse it shall perish. Away, 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 tonight the traitor dies. Away, away, tonight, 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 the traitor dies tonight. All is prepared, your gallant crew awaits you. My Frederic in tears, it cannot be that Lionheart cries at the coming conflict.
No, Mabel, no. A terrible disclosure has just been made. Mabel, my dearly loved one, I bound myself to serve the pirate captain until I reached my 21st birthday.
But you are 21.
I just discovered that I was born in leap year, and that birthday will not be reached by me till 1914.
Horrible catastrophe appalling.
And so farewell.
Oh, Frederic, hear me. Stay, Frederic, stay. They have no legal claim. No shadow of a shame will fall upon thy name. Stay, Frederic, stay.
Nay, Mabel, nay. Tonight I quit these walls. The thought my soul appalls, but when stern duty calls, I must obey.
Stay, Frederic, stay.
Mabel, nay.
They have no claim.
Duty's name the self, my soul shall
The vows upon thy name. Stay, Frederic, stay.
I must obey. I of age shall be. I'll then return and claim you, I declare it.
It seems so long.
Swear that till then you will be true to me.
Yes, I'll be strong. By all the Stanleys dead and gone, I swear it.
Oh, here is love, and here is truth, and here is hope for joyous laughter. She will be faithful to his truth, till we are wed and live in laughter. Oh, here is love, and here is truth.
Oh, here is love, and here is truth.
She will be faithful to his truth, till we are wed and even after. As even after.
Here is
love, and here is truth, and here is hope for joyous laughter. She will be faithful to his truth. She will be faithful to his truth, till we are wed and even after. Oh, here is love, oh, here is truth, oh, here is love, here is
No, I am grieved. Our family descent, how great thy charm, thy sway, how excellent. Come one and all, undaunted men in blue. A crisis now, affairs are coming to.
Going warrior and more. We are timidly inclined in anything but blind to the danger that's behind. Yeah, when the danger's near, we manage to appear as insensible to fear as anybody here, as anybody here.
Sergeant, approach. Young Frederic was to have led you to death and glory.
That is not a pleasant way of putting it.
No matter, he will not so lead you, for he has allied himself once more with his old associates.
He has acted shamefully.
You speak falsely. You know nothing about it. He has acted nobly.
He has acted nobly.
Dearly as I loved him before, his heroic sacrifice to his sense of duty has endeared him to me tenfold. But if it was his duty to constitute himself my foe, it is likewise my duty to regard him in that light. He has done his duty. I will do mine. Go ye and do yours.
Righto.
This is perplexing.
We cannot understand it at all.
Still, as he is actuated by a sense of duty.
That makes a difference, of course. At the same time, we repeat, we cannot understand it at all.
No matter, our course is clear. We must do our best to capture these pirates alone. It is most distressing to us to be the agents whereby our erring fellow creatures are deprived of that liberty which is so dear to us all. But we should have thought of that before we joined the force.
We should.
It is too late now. It is. one's not engaged in his employment.
His employment.
Sharing his felonious little plans. His capacity for innocent enjoyment. It's just as great as any honest man's. Our feelings we with difficulty smother. When constabulary duties to be done. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burgling. When the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime. He loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling. And listen to the merry village chime. When the coster's finished jumping on his mother. He loves to lie a basking in the sun. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. I hear them on the manor approaching. With stealthy steps the pirates are approaching.
We are not coming for plate or gold, a story General Stanley's told. We seek a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story.
They seek a penalty
50-fold, we seek a penalty 50-fold. We seek a penalty 50-fold for General Stanley's story.
They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to hide.
With Captain's tread, on nothing we steal, in silence and dread, a cautious way we feel.
No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall would be distinctly heard. So stealthily the pirate creeps while all the hustlers on the seas. Come, friends, who crowd our sea. Trust to navigation, take another station. Let's verify our sea with the little burglar. Come, friends, who crowd our sea. Trust to navigation, take another station. Let's verify our sea with the little burglar.
Here's your crowbar and your centibit, your life preserver. You may want to hit your silent matches, your dark lantern seas. Take your fall and your skeleton keys.
Cat-like
Inside, the Major General comes so quickly high.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Yes, the Major General comes. Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Tormented with the anguished dread of falsehood unatoned, I lay upon my sleepless bed, and tossed and turned and mourned. The man who finds his conscience ache no peace at all enjoys. And as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise. He thought he heard a noise. Ah! No. All is still in vale on hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene, it must have been the sighing of the breeze.
prepare, unhappy General Stanley.
Is he to die much shriven and near? Will Lord in his cause a weapon wield?
Yes, we are here, but we must to conceal. So to constabulary pirates yield. To gain a brief advantage you've contrived, but your proud triumph will not be long lived.
Don't say young orphans, for we know that game.
On your legends we've a stronger claim. We charge you yield. We charge you yield. Victorious. We do, we charge you
If such poor love as I
now from Dean.
Here's with Lord to Frederick's ventures, Frederick's out of his indentures.
22 now he's rising, and alone he's fit to fly, which were bent on signalizing with unusual reply.
Here's with Lord to Frederick's